Hello, family. Thank you once again for joining Empowerment Network. It's always a pleasure being here to discuss good things. So, as you can see, we are joined by our brother Gideon and, of course, the sister in the house. So, brother Gideon, thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Comfort. I greet all our viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us. If this is your first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you know when next we go live. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you.
Sure, that's powerful, isn't it, Sister Fumi?
Definitely. Hello, everyone. I will say good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you are watching us. Thank you for always returning, for those who are returning. And thank you for joining if you have joined newly. Just like my brother said, hit the notification bell, consider subscribing so that when we upload a new video, you are notified. Glad to be here.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And we appreciate, of course, the people who have been here day and night supporting us at 1 p.m. and at 9 p.m. every blessed day. We just appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Let's do this together. Today, we are looking at a very powerful topic here that on passive will mitigate crime wave. Guys, would like to know what you think about this topic in the chat. This is important. Let's do this together so that we provide us much information as we can, especially for people joining us for the first time and they want to something new to lay hands on, to latch on, like my sister likes saying. So, Brother Gideon, what came to mind when you heard this and you were ready to come discuss it? On passive will mitigate
Yeah,
crime wave.
thank you. Thank you very much. This is actually a very intriguing topic because crime is everywhere. It doesn't matter which part of the world where you live in. There are people who want to get engaged, involved in crime, and for several reasons, especially wrong reasons, because there couldn't be any good reason for crime. So these things are happening, and then we want to stop it. The government wants to stop it, but no one has actually been able to stop it. But with what we have in our hands, on passive, there is a possibility of limiting, reducing, or mitigating crime in our society. So we will look at probably what causes these crimes, what causes it, and what can be done the other way to reduce it. Like it's obvious. If I'm always hungry and I don't get food to eat, well, you give me food, perhaps I won't be that hungry. And maybe when I'm hungry, I go steal someone's food. So if you give me food, or if I am able to get food, then it's possible that I wouldn't be engaging in any kind of stealing. So this analogy can also help us to understand how on-passive will mitigate crime. I think we'll elaborate on
Exactly.
that as we go further.
Definitely, bro. I like the powerful. That was a very simple but powerful introduction to this, and I'm just enjoying it already, Sister Fumi. I'm just so excited to hear from your end too, sis.
I love the way Brad Gideon has put this, and there's no other way to put it, to be honest, because there are reasons why people engage in that kind of thing, and sometimes, especially in a society, and this is globally, not in
Mhm,
particular places, where you have graduates or young people that have left school and they are
mhm,
looking for jobs, maybe those that are good with their hands, those who are talented with their brains, and there is nothing to do because there's not enough jobs to go around, or there's not enough we don't have enough amenities or where people can actually that are set up where people can actually get engaging in a job to
mhm.
do. Then there will be issues. But if we have unpassive if they have unpassive in their hands, this is something that will mitigate, help to reduce and curb things like that.
Exactly. If you accept that you don't understand, in case you are new here, don't go. Stay where you are. Listen carefully. Ask us questions either in the chat or later on. We're happy to help. Because what Unpassive has in the ecosystem, there's no way, there are no two ways of saying this. We say this without any fear of favor. Crime wave will definitely be curbed because, for obvious reasons that my brother and sister have already listed, what makes people go wrong? Nobody was born or nobody was designed to go wrong doing those difficult or just horrible. We're just trying to be careful not to call them really bad names, not to be involved in crime or wrongdoing. Most people are victims of circumstances. And if you know the kind of stuff, especially that me and Sister Fumi will discuss at 1 o'clock, we look at people because your dad died and you're struggling, you have to go steal to live, or you're a school dropout because you could not complete school, or you completed, you graduated from the schools, you have masters, you have first degrees, you have all of those, no jobs. What do you end up in? You end up in stretching your hand here and there, just doing something, not because you want to do it, but because you want to make ends meet. This is that opportunity where Mr. Mufare is presenting you and myself a massive, never before seen ecosystem filled up with empowerment for anybody and everybody. Brother Gideon, I'll let you go again because you know how to ginger us to speak more. So go for it, bro.
All right, so it's very, very clear that our society, perhaps I may make a reference to where I am, maybe it resonates with another person out there, but I believe there are places maybe better, but it's still, crime is still there everywhere. So one of the reasons why people do get engaged in crime, just as Sister Fumi mentioned, is they don't have what to do. The saying goes that an idle mind is devil's workshop, something like that. So they don't have what to do. Not that they don't want to do something, but they have probably tried to find one or two things. They can't get it. If you happen to find yourself where they arrested some alleged criminals, you will find some of them to be graduates. You'll find some of them to have a handwork. Maybe they have learned a trade, but they cannot do the business. There's no money. They have gone to school, they have a degree or a kind of qualification, no job. So this situation makes crime kind of persist. Then government cannot always give everybody jobs. There will be one or two persons who will not be able to get job, no matter how many the jobs are. So this makes it very difficult to really curb crime in our society. But now, as we have seen, as we are trying to help you to understand, there is something which is unpassive, that is going to give everyone an opportunity to get something doing. First, we will need to start the orientation of the mind, that there can always be something that we can do. Let's look at Obless. We have Obless, which will help many right-hearted individuals to start a community where they can empower people, not just to give them money or food, but give them handwork. Those who have interest in maybe any kind of work, artisan, any kind of work, even maybe go for more education, acquire more education, and become whatever they want to become. Genuinely make good living and be able to impact the society. So now it's no longer the power you have in your hand, maybe in terms of money, in terms of other means that you can use to empower yourself. The empowerment has come to you through unpassive, through right-hearted individuals in unpassive that can create such communities where an individual who could get engaged in crime would now not get engaged in crime because he has somewhere where he can go, improve himself, empower himself, and get a living, a good living. And then even if we look at it from other crimes, probably somebody may just come out from nowhere, get into a school or get into a place where people are gathered and start shooting. What has gone wrong? That's the other form of crime. What has gone wrong? The mind has gone wrong. And this individual feels maybe he's depressed, maybe he's not getting the kind of care the person is supposed to get from onset, maybe no parental guidance and all those kind of things. The person has lost it and feels the best thing to do is to take other people's lives. This, if you trace it very well, you find out that somehow, there has been some situation that were left uncared for from beginning. So when we have a society where individuals can cater for others, you find out that people become more concerned about how to also care for other people in the community. Like, just take example of what some of us has become in non-passive. Many of us, just for the fact that we are giving this on a platter of gold and we didn't pay all our earnings or all our life to get it. It's like it's given to us free. We are looking for a way to pay back, to give to other people. That's what almost everybody is doing in non-passive. Because Ash Profile has given us opportunity to empower ourselves. We are eagerly looking for ways to empower others. We are not so special in the kind of individual. We're just like any other person. This individual who may get involved in crime, by the time they found out that they have been empowered by someone, it is natural. They will want to pay back. They will want to find a way to empower other people. And that the ripple effect will definitely come down to a point where we have a very large number of people who are interested in caring about their neighbors, interested in making life better for the next person, than those who are trying to take away from the next person, trying to kill the next person so that they will take what belongs to them. But even if you look at it from maybe the hatred everywhere, maybe somebody will say, oh, my skin color is white, yours is not white. Why you come here to take my job or my country or this and that? It comes down to not being content, not having enough. Because whether my skin color is this or that, and I have enough for myself and I'm looking for the next person to help, I wouldn't be concerned about what color of your skin. I would do it freely because I believe I've gotten it free. So the next thing to do is to share it, no matter who is the next person that will receive it. Yeah. So with what non-passive has presented with us, we have a lot of ways to empower people. And by the time these people get empowered, they will definitely find a way to empower the next person.
Yeah, the ripple effect again. I understand. So yeah, Sister Fumi, when what Brother Gideon has talked, he's hitting hard on empowerment. What else? He at least he has mentioned the example of All Bless, where people can do what we know All Bless would be doing. So what else can we find in the ecosystem to go ahead to add to the to Yes, go ahead, sis.
I was just gonna say that definitely we can have, how will I call it? It depends. We can, like we said earlier on, a couple of weeks back, that each person, if you know of a youth that they're not doing anything, or they are looking for something to do, or they've started doing something bit by bit, but they're not doing enough, or they're not doing anything at all, this is a time that you can offer them an affiliate account and help them to fund that account, as in when the apples start dropping and then we go publicly, then you can say, okay, this is All Connect, this is this, and then tutelate them on how to handle the business, and then you leave them there maybe with one or two products, and then you can now tell them to carry on from there. But you can also go forward and ask them that, look, I have done this for you. When you get a bit stronger, pick on someone else and do the same for them. I also wanted to think, when he was talking, when Brad Gideon was talking, all I could think about in my head was a youth rally of those that do not have anything that they're doing right now, where we can just sign them on as affiliates, not because we are going to sponsor all of them, but in the midst of all of us, and with the use of Obless as well, even though we have signed them as affiliates, when it comes to actually owning the product and putting it in the marketplace, we can solicit the use of Obless there, and with ourselves, as a family, we can also say, okay, Brad Gideon, your network, can they sponsor 2 or 3 accounts for Obless All Connect and O Tracker? Then they do that if they can. You understand me? We can also go ahead and do that, because at the moment, I'm not sure, there are many of them that at the moment, no matter how jobless or not having enough, or not the jobs not being enough, there's some of them that actually their business acumen is very high, and we need to look into that area as well. For those that are not, and don't forget, passive business is not a business that you need to know what you call it, a lot of strategies and things like that. So it's not something that is very intensive and complex for them to be able to run. So we can look into that as well, where we have a youth rally, where regardless of where we want to have it in our communities, we can do that also, and then offer the link for them to sign on and become affiliates. And then when the time comes, as many as we can help, we help them. And as many as been helped, when the apples start dropping as well, they can help someone else to have, some products on in their marketplace as well.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'm always something actually caught me. I think I've mentioned this should be the 100th time I'm talking about this. I will still talk about it. When you go on TikTok and you see young children, these teenagers, I just love them, right? I feel so comforted just watching them. When you go on TikTok morning, you see this fairy girl or boy. They have some language they speak. I don't know how to do it. I'm not a TikToker, so I can't say my top 10 or something like that. They are on it. They chant it all over and over and over. Thank you for giving me this and that and that and that. Those long hours that they sit there for people to give them super stickers and stuff, 99p, 50p and stuff on, and all of those. And they end up adding up to be something to fill up their pockets. Imagine what goes on during those hours if they were not sitting there knocking at their top 10 givers to give them something, to give them a sticker. Where would they be? The answer is in the question, I believe, because it's just answering or adding up to what you guys have been saying. That's much. Imagine that these children, because if you look out there, people who involved in crime, they are geniuses, because you need to be strategic, you need to be wise and smart enough, to do whatever thing you do to involve in the kind of crime. Like back home, we know about the Yahoo boys who dupe people online. That's a lot involved in that. Imagine that they have tools, they have solutions to go out there and get what they want, and they use these same brains. Listen, the world will never be the same. That's what we're talking about, guys. And if you are listening for the first time and you are not seeing it yet, how a crime wave is going to be cut down into more than 70-80%, then there should be something wrong. If you have even question, ask, because we're happy to explain until you understand and go on with us. So all of these young people, imagine that, because as we speak, if you are one of those who is looking around just wanting something to do, whatever your situation is, whatever at all your situation is, if you're watching through YouTube, there must definitely be a link in the channel where you are watching the YouTube channel. Click on that link and sign up immediately. Registration is 100% free. You are not giving any cards or anything, or there's nothing. Register for free. When business is ready, when you're ready, the moment you register, immediately you register, contact us for help. We'll walk you through that. This is what you have gotten yourself into, and this is what we're waiting for, right? So if you are listening to this and you are looking for that place which will give you that, which will free you from that evil, from that bad thing that you are doing, right? The solution is here. We know, and we say this because we're saying it out of love. We love you. We don't want you to do it. We know you don't want to do it. There is solutions here, because in Mr. Mufare's ecosystem, you have more than 50 IT products built from scratch with artificial intelligence. And what they do is everything is automated. You don't need to sweat it, like calling on people to come and join the business, or when you sell products, you share your profit with somebody. No, the moment the product is sold on your name, they pay you the profit immediately. So what you do is, if you click on any of those links, or you scan a QR code somewhere about passive, when you sign up in the ecosystem and you already have your email address which you have created, go ahead and look where it's written, become an affiliate. You click on that, read the document, the non-disclosure agreement, and then you sign, and then check the 2 boxes and submit. Leave the rest with Mr. Mufare and his team, because we have at least 3 products ready to be deployed to the marketplace. That is when business starts. And believe me, The world is your oyster. You will never think back. You will not look back again. You risk going to do retribution if you are courageous enough. But you don't have to, because God can always forgive you. But if you have the courage, you may want to go back and say, Oga, now me this way I take your stuff the other day. I'm here to double it. That's the truth about unpassive. Brother Gideon, I'm not sure if you believe or you agree with me on this.
I definitely agree with you, because by the time someone actually understands what is the person has in his hands, in non-passive, looking at probably the person has done some things that he was not so proud of in the past, there will be that tendency that the person will want to make amends, definitely, even if not all, but at least the ones he can, because definitely you will feel bad, not bad because of what you have, but bad because, like, even me, I'm not a saint, but I do think, like, how can somebody like me come to have something like unpassive? So there's no way you will not be amazed by the time you come into unpassive and see the power in your hands, what Mr. Ash Mufare and the company has given to you. There is no way your life will not turn around. So, just as we were saying, maybe one of our viewers is just like any other person, has done something that he's not so proud of. That's not a dead end. Or doing that already is not a dead end. Just think of what we have heard. There is power in your hands. You have the ability to stop. If you're not proud of what you are doing right now, maybe it's even a job that you're doing, a good job, like job that is not bad on its own. There's no evil attached to it, normal job, but you're not proud of what you're doing right now. Just take a good listen and think of what we are saying. Get yourself into unpassive and see how your life is going to change. And you will see how you will be moved to also change other people's lives. Um, just as Sister Comfort has mentioned, everything is free to you to get involved in this business. Yes. And then even if it gets to a time that you need to commit something, if it is difficult for you to do that, if you don't have the means to do that, there will be a way. The most important thing is, do you have the will to move from where you are now to the next position in your life where your life will become better for the rest of it and even beyond? So once you have that will, there will be a way for you to move. And just as you have said, you'll be so grateful that you took that chance, and then you also become a change, not just to yourself alone, but to the world around you. Our young ones, just as mentioned, we spend a lot of time on the internet, those that have access to it, or we spend a lot of money trying to gain access to the internet to do the things that we do. And those things are not easy. So while we do those things, we don't get anything back. We don't get anything back. We do social media, we do all that, and then some of us will some also try to get involved in one thing or the other, probably to get something from someone, maybe through begging or through fraud or through any other means. You do all that, all the work in it, and some people are not even successful in that. You don't get anything back. But now you are going to do almost the same thing, or even better than you've been doing before. And you're going to get massive returns for your efforts. Not even for your money this time, because money is not so much involved, but for your effort, for just being there, just showing up, just being a non-passive, you get
Yes.
massive results of that. So who wouldn't take that kind of offer? So I encourage you to do the right thing. Get yourself signed up, become part of
Right.
unpassive, and see how your life is going around.
Exactly. Sister Fumi, I think we should end by presenting the powerful way people have to join unpassive before the opportunity finally closes up. We have 5 days to go. Do you want to tell us a bit, or tell our audience a bit, about the cash giveaway exercise for those who have not joined yet? And this is how powerful you want to join a business. Go, sis.
Just before I go into that, just to stress that this is not a get rich quick scheme. So if you are ready to jump in, like Gideon said, make sure you are in for a long haul. So it's not I join today, tomorrow, money, apples are rolling. Nah. So make sure you calm yourself down, be patient, and be ready to take the long haul, because this train is a long haul one. Okay, so now let's go to our win with OnPassive. We have a giveaway context going on. It's a giveaway context. So that means it's a giveaway. You're not doing any competition, you're not doing anything. For those of you who have not joined, wait, let me tell you something. You can join right now and click on become an affiliate. You click on any link, click once you get into the OES, it will tell you. Once you get the link, it will tell you to create an email. Once you create an email, you'll supply an alternative email as well. Then you click on that, submit, and then you are in our OES, that is OnPassive ecosystem. Once you get there at the top, whether you are using a desktop, a laptop, a phone, it will say become an affiliate. Once you click on that, read the NDA, click on the two boxes, click on accept. Once you've done that, then you can take part in this giveaway context that is going on. It ends on the 31st of this month. So you are honestly with so many prizes. The maximum of it is $10,000, $5,000, $3,000, $2,000, and $1,000. And it could be anybody. Anybody could win any of those prizes, or any of those, because they're giveaway prizes. Anyone could win any of those giveaway prizes. So if you join today, don't be rest assured that you go to your update quickly. If you don't know where update is and you've just joined, ask someone. Someone will be willing to tell you. Once you've done that and you go there and do exactly what you've been told to do, make sure you put your OES number, because you will have an OES number when you become an affiliate. Okay, make sure you do that and follow the steps you were told to do. Like the video, go to the YouTube channel link that was supplied, like the video, make sure you make a comment and share the video. That's the instruction on it, but make sure you go and read it. Wait, make sure you're making your comment, your OES number is there. Okay, I think I've done the best I could in that one. And please don't forget, this is the second one. We had a giveaway a couple of weeks back, so this is the second one, and this one is massive, so it could be for anyone. And for those who are already affiliates, early birds, and you have not taken part, please do go and take part, because the more we do take part, also it shoots our business up in the face of the world. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Brother Gideon, is there anything at all you think she left out that you just want to add?
I think that's it. She
All
has
right.
done justice to it.
If Brother Gideon says that's it, then we're good to go, I can assure you. so guys, on this note, right, what we want you to know that this giveaway cash prize is just a kind of welcome. Like, we have this new song from our Nigerian brother who you dance, we're welcoming you to business in a grand style. The emperor, the conqueror is here. Just we're ushering you into a life win, right? You are just because the language of OnPassive, we don't know failure here. Either you win or you win. Because if you win 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, 1,000, congratulations. That's just the beginning, because the rest of your life is going to be a win-win-win. You are popping into that kind of a business where failure is never an option, is nowhere near it, because 100% success is guaranteed, given that our products are built from scratch with artificial intelligence. So if you want to know more, you want to do a search on our YouTube channels. There's wonderful information. So these sessions they run on Gideon's YouTube channel, Gideon Ezemba, Sister Fumi, on OP Fumi Williams, Collins, Andy, Sister Gladys, and all of us. So go for it. Ask us questions. Don't go. Ask us questions. Share this video with somebody you think need it, and of course, let's help each other. This is, you can't keep this to yourself.
They need
Guys,
to add their links.
say it, please.
They need to add their links to the video.
Oh yeah, sure. If you're sharing and you're already a family member, we always remind you that because we already know it's not entertainment, it's presenting opportunities to our beloved people. We are sharing love, we are sharing passion. And so get a link really quick from your OES and add to this before you go ahead and share, click the share button. And of course, be ready to help this person, walk them through the registration process so that they hop in, meet us, and let's move on together to the next stop. So guys, we love you so much. If you have forgotten to subscribe, kindly do so. Do it for us, guys. Click the bell so that the moment we are here, you pop in really quick and share your perspective. And we love hearing from many, many, many people. If you think that you'd like to be a visitor here, don't hesitate. Search us, find us on, preferably on Facebook Messenger, because it's difficult to track people. There are many people I admire, I want to bring here. I don't know where to get them. So preferably chat us on Facebook Messenger because it's easier to get connected there. And of course, we want to hear your perspective, sitting here and talking to the people, sharing your story to bless the others. So thank you, guys. We love you and see you again really soon. Thank you, brother and sister.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.